Crow's cough, right? Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to The Real Value. I just got back from seeing The Crow. Do you want to know if it's worth your time? Stay tuned. Short recap, the first half of my videos are spoil-free. I'll let you know when spoilers kick in because we're going to talk about them in the end. Okay, so I have some opinions about this film. First off, I haven't ever read a Crow comic. I do like comics, but haven't ever read a Crow one. I remember seeing the original 94 Crow when I was a child, and I remember I did not like it. I thought it was boring. That was Kid Calvin. I did grow to appreciate it as I became an adult. I watched it again a few years ago, and I was like, all right, it's not too bad. It's kind of like very 90s, but whatever. I enjoyed the villain in there. I thought they did great. They were crazy. But upon seeing the trailers for The Crow, I was very excited for this because I love Bill Skarsgård. He's amazing in pretty much everything he does. And I also am a huge fan of FKA Twigs. So big fan of both of them. Was really excited. The trailers looked great. Made them both look gorgeous. So I went into this really excited. The first half of the film, I think, does a pretty good job building up the relationship between the two characters, Skarsgård and FKA Twigs. And I do appreciate that because if you hadn't seen the first one, that movie's 30 years old, so spoilers, I guess. They didn't really do that. It was pretty much as soon as the movie hit that the two were killed off right then and there. So in this one, you do kind of have more of an emotional connection to at least Shelley. You see... Okay. Everyone, welcome. It's your co-star, the cat, or aka Loud Boy. Why are you so loud today? You trying to tell me something? Children. So without getting any spoilers away, I was a little disappointed in the film. Not that it was necessarily bad, but I think because of who was involved in the film, I expected more. Like Skarsgård and FKA Twigs do a great job. They're good. They hit a point in the film where it kind of switched over and it became, okay, we have to do this part now. You know what I mean? It's hard to talk about without giving any spoilers away. But I thought the cinematography was great. I thought it looked cool. I thought it was interesting because they kind of had them holed up in like this rich person's house for a while because it has to make them look good, I guess, because no one wants to watch two uggos just chilling in a broken down trailer. I don't know. Seems a little classist to me. I see a lot of 14-year-old girls watching this simping over Skarsgård. I mean, I simp over Skarsgård. He looked great in this, not even gonna lie. He looked good. And then I see a lot of guys watching this for FKA Twigs because she's beautiful. As far as like the plot is concerned, they did throw a little wrench in there that makes it especially different from the 94 version, which I wasn't totally against, and we'll talk more about it in the spoiler section. But it also seemed like it didn't really bring anything extra to the movie itself, at least in my opinion. They could have done without, and it would have been like the same movie. We'll get to that part. But if you're just trying to figure out, should you watch The Crow or should you go see it in the theaters? I would have to say that the real value of it is kind of meh. Take it or leave it. I personally would wait and watch it when it comes out on video or streaming or however you kids watch the moving pictures nowadays. I was kind of disappointed. I went to the theater and saw it, yeah. But I guess that's going to happen if I'm doing these. I don't know. It just felt weird. It felt like the first half was directed by one guy, and then they were like, so-and-so's sick. What do we do? We'll just let the assistant director take over. You got nothing else to watch when it comes out? Yeah, give it a watch. Whatever. If you're a fan of the original one, I know there are droves of those people. You have some in the camp that it shouldn't have ever been remade. They shouldn't have ever had sequels. Brandon Lee's The Crow and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you'll like it. You probably won't. To be honest, you probably won't. But if you just want to see Skarsgård without his shirt and totally cut, yeah, worth a watch. FKA Twigs is in there. She looks beautiful. Whatever, I was a little disappointed. So let's get more into why now as we get into spoilers. So yes, I appreciated that they took time to develop their relationship. Again, in the first one, in the original, they don't do that, so you don't really get that connection, right? Even though I think that Brandon Lee did a great job acting in it, and you could feel through how he played the character that they did have a lot of love, and the flashbacks, of course. But going back to this one, the 24 version. So they spend some time building up their chemistry, and you can see it. I feel like feel like they did good there. I mean, they're good actors. But when they get to the part where they kill them, and then it kind of sets the whole rest of the movie in motion, it was so fast that I felt like, as an audience member at least, and I don't know if this is just because I've seen so many movies, so many horror movies, and maybe like the shock value of this just doesn't do it for me anymore. So I don't know what that says about my head, but I didn't find it very traumatizing. Now, yes, of course, if I had been in the situation, PTSD all the way, blah, blah, blah. But overall, I mean, like, they kill him and it sucks and it was sad. In the first one, they use that thing that rhymes with tape. Do you know what I'm talking about? And horrible. I feel like it gave it a little bit more punch. Like, you really wanted everyone that was involved in that one to die. In that one, it was like a gang. It was a group of gang members led by their head honcho. And this one, it's still that, but also it's just a lot of red shirts in the way.
Have you any idea how many anonymous henchmen I've killed over the years?
Which, fine, yeah, kill them. They're working for a guy that is granted eternal life and wreaks havoc on the world, delivering innocent souls to the devil. But you didn't feel that much hate, I guess, towards them. Like, I didn't really want him to die like I did the group from the original 94 version. I mean, you want them to die, don't get me wrong, but I also think that the little purgatory-like world he went to, it was okay, that's fine, yeah. Put a little more foundation to the story. I think that's what they were trying to do, is try to world build. They never really explained the guy there. I guess he's just the dude meant to tell him what he should do. Like, that's his job in this purgatory-like place, is, hey, you gotta go kill them all if you want to save her soul, or hey, you gotta go kill them all if you want to get her back. But it just seemed like, why? So whatever, he comes back, but then he, like, doesn't have enough faith in their love, or he doubts her because he saw the video of her kill that person. So he dies again, and he's like, all right, you get one more chance. I just felt like the movie hit a point and they were like, all right, let's just write all this. We got the first half down. We got the part where he kills everyone down. We just fill this middle glop here. It was unbelievable already in this pretty unbelievable story. Yeah, so, and then when it gets down to like the epic scene of him killing everybody, it's so cliche, and maybe that just has to do with the amount of John Wick like movies that are coming out and have been coming out. And of course you have the superhero movies and their fights. And it just seemed like, okay, whatever. He's just walking in, getting shot up, and then
please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't.
Kills him. It's frankly kind of boring. The fight scene was boring. I was like yawning. I was like, all right. And then when they get to the final boss character, was just crap. It was dumb. He stabs him, slices his hand, puts his hand on his neck, but the crow fights back through the power of love, drags so-and-so down, Victor down, to the depths of hell. The guy can die. Like, he didn't sell his soul to the devil for eternal life. I mean, because he ends up taking him down there anyways, I guess because they fell into the purgatory world, negating the contract he had with Satan himself. It was a mess, in my opinion. The fact that they brought in another supernatural element into the movie, I'm totally cool with that. He's supernatural. Makes sense there would be other supernatural elements in this universe. But it felt just very unused and unnecessary. Yeah, he whispered into their ear, convincing them to do the most horrible thing. You can also do that with drugs. You can do that by force. There's lots of different ways to do it. So it felt like they were just trying to bring in a supernatural element just to do it, because the crow himself is supernatural. I just felt like it was unnecessary. And I'm very critical of today's movies and how they're like being spoon-fed to the audience. You gotta like lead them like they're a freaking horse to water and tell them exactly what's happening in the plot. Like, I think that's happening too much. But this one, it just seemed like, all right, I guess, sure, we'll accept that premise, but why? Why did you do that? I feel bad for his one tattoo friend that just got shot in the eye, and then he's just kind of forgotten about. Like, he's like, all right, I will avenge her, and sorry, bro, I guess, to you. Like, he's like a genuinely good guy. Finally, that ending. Time travel? Was it a dream? They just rewind, go back to the beginning? I guess that means his friend that got shot in the eye's okay? I don't know. Convoluted, to say the least. Maybe they're just hoping aesthetics enough would count. but it was just like boring. Yeah, the real value of this one is very average, very like, okay, see it if you're bored one day, but I don't think it's really worth a watch. Yeah, it hurts. Second video, first time doing that. Oh, I mean, it's not bad. Again, it's mid. I expected more from it, so yeah. What else can I say about this movie? So that's my first quick fresh impression of 2024's The Crow. Let me know if you agree. Go see it, I guess, if you want, or when it does come out on streaming, watch it, come back to this video. Let me know in the comments. Am I crazy, or was it just like, you know? Okay, that's it for cat hair. That's it for today's episode of First Quick Fresh Impressions. This is the real value. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all next time. If you want a certain movie for me to review, just let me know. Just let me know. A couple things with movie. These are not spoilers, but if you saw the first one, the original, the 94 version,